Good morning. We're here in Dayton, Ohio, delivering our load. We got here, or at least we parked at a truck stop Saturday morning, and because our delivery wasn't until today, Monday, so we stayed there at the truck stop Saturday, Sunday, and then this morning we came up here to deliver our load. We had a 12 p.m. appointment, so that's what we're doing right now. We're waiting for them to unload us. They told me that it wasn't going to be they weren't going to start unloading me till possibly 11:30 to 12, because right now the guys from the warehouse are at lunch, and we already have another load that's picking up not far from here, like about 10 miles from here, and that one is going to Oregon. So we're going to go ahead and pick it up and see how it goes. Alrighty, we got unloaded. Now we're heading up to our next stop. Go ahead and pull forward, and then close my doors. I'm gonna go ahead and open widely here because I have a couple of pickup trucks over here blocking me on this side. So I have to do the wide turn here. So as soon as I close my doors, pickup point, which is supposedly like 11 miles from here. So we're just gonna go ahead and take this row of street coming up here on this stop sign to our right. right, that should take us straight to that interstate that we need to get into. We're going to stay here on 75 corner. So we're going to stay on the two right lanes. We're going to go ahead and look for the shipping office. I don't see anything on this side. So it's the whole building here, the whole warehouse. So I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way around to the other side, see where they direct me. I didn't get a street number on the directions here to this place. So I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way around. Hopefully it's on this side. I'll stop over here on this side and see if I see a shipping office. They have supposedly like a few companies that run out of this warehouse here. I actually have to drive on the other side of the building and then call a number, and then once I call that number, I guess they still have a no contact deal here. So you call that number and then they tell you which door you're going to get into, and then they tell you which door to back into. You back into that door, and then they'll come out and give you the paperwork. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and open the doors. Back into door 24, which is this one. I have enough space to line up perfectly and just back in straight. That's the thing. If you have the space to back into a spot and do it like straight, you can just go ahead and do that. Avoid all that hassle and all that. If you have the space to work with, do it. grabbed the straps that we have in the trailer. We took them out and then rolled them up and all that and put them away. I'll see as soon as they're done loading this trailer if I'm gonna need to put them or not, depending on how the load is loaded. Sometimes even if the load doesn't instruct the driver to put straps on the load or whatever, at the end it is the driver's responsibility to make sure that the load is secured. If the driver, after looking at the load, how it's loaded and everything, and the driver determines that the load requires straps and stuff like that, like sometimes they'll load rolls and stuff like that, you know, one on top of the other and all that, you know, it's the driver's responsibility to determine whether to put straps or not. I always put straps, especially on rolls if they're double stacked. Especially if they're double stacked, put a strap on the top one. They're not gonna go anywhere, anyways. You know, they're extremely heavy, but still, it's always good to put straps. The straps are better than the load locks. Load locks always fall. They always fall down because of the movement of the walls of the trailer as you're driving. They will always fall. But the straps are better because they actually hook to the side of the doors of the walls of the trailer. It has little openings where the straps hook onto, and those are better, a lot way better than the load locks. So, and it appears that it might be a little heavy. We'll see, which is good, you know, especially the where it's going and all that. Some of the states that we're gonna go through, if we finally take it, if we take it all the way, it's gonna be those are windy states. So it's always good to be heavy. And around this time of year, we should also come across snow and obviously icy conditions and all that. So being heavy is a big plus, and it helps a lot. So we'll take it from there. I think it looks like it's going to start to snow anytime soon. Good morning. I went inside, grabbed myself a coffee. I was gonna get something to eat this morning, but I didn't find anything good in there other than the Subway. I really don't like Subway that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and drive a little further down, see if I can find a decent place to get something to eat. Temperature started to go down. Last night when I stopped, I think it was like around the 40 degrees, and now it's at 34. Actually, this morning it was 34. Looks like the temperature is coming up again a little bit, but the further west we go on I-80, I know that the weather is going to start getting coming down, the temperature. So we know that going to be expecting snow, and that's in the forecast anyways as well. Snow and strong winds around those areas, those states that we're going to be going to. So we know what we're expecting, and we'll make our decisions depending on how the weather is going to be, how the weather is going to get. What we're going to do. We're going to take it not just day by day, but also we're going to take it state by state, regarding depending on how the weather is going to be in different areas and different states as we continue to travel west. Right now, yeah, we're in Iowa, so the next state